What is up, everybody? Today we are going to be reacting to the Luka Doncic debut. This is a couple of days after my Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. Man, I'm still so happy about that. But we are back into NBA action with the Luka Doncic debut. Let's get into it.
He's officially a Laker right now. And Markkanen will start defending Luka on the wing. Here's LeBron James. Lob for Hayes. James.
We're going to be seeing that a lot. That lob play.
They're with it after an empty possession for the Jazz. And here's Doncic driving, puts it up. Instead, it's a lob. And Hayes with the slam.
First assist as a Laker for Luka Doncic.
And we know how Luka loves to lob it to his friends.
Either guy gets downhill. If you've got shooting on the floor, the lob threat for these centers is going to go to another level for the Lakers. What he is as a player potentially, his ability to win in the future as the leader of your franchise. They're betting against that. Lakers bet on it.
Collins, beautiful move to the basket. And 5 quick. James hasn't taken a shot yet. Doncic has attempted one. On the switch, Luka's got the big on him. Tries the
first shot. He made it.
The first of many to come for Luka Doncic as a Laker.
Luka Doncic with that big three-pointer as his first basket on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And LeBron James has done many stops along the way. Here's James on the fadeaway. His first shot of the game. Another important acquisition by the Lakers made in December in a trade with the Nets. James driving on Kessler, the shot blocker. And James connects over it.
Kessler has to try to guard LeBron James at the top of the key.
One run.
J.J. Redick said the switch factor is what he's going to be fascinated to explore with these two players.
Clarkson finishes in the lane. Doncic drives. Corner three. Hachimura no good. Doncic there cleaning it up inside for the basket.
Another bucket for Luka.
Deontay George leaves it for Collins for the hammer dunk.
Ooh, that was crazy dunk for John Collins.
He's got 9 points. The fact that Gabe Vincent is healthy after missing most of last year with a knee injury, you have to think he's going to benefit from having James and Doncic on the floor together. Step back from Reeves for deep. James a three. Vincent.
Jackson Hayes, he's underrated. He's underrated.
Hood, Shafino, and a pair of second-round picks were involved in the Luka AD deal. Another long jumper, this one by Vincent for three, the fourth triple for the Lakers. You think about who he's second to for the second straight year, by the way, and probably anybody other than Victor Wembanyama is going to be second for a long time. Because Wemby, he averages over 4 as James hits a three. LeBron is off to a great start. 3 of 3 from the floor. The Lakers made, as we mentioned at the top of the show, what they thought was another trade right before the deadline, and an important trade. Mark Williams, a center from the Charlotte Hornets, as Reeves banks it in. James looking to take Kessler off the bounce, falling away, connects again.
Holy crap, what a shot.
Over one of the top shot blockers in the NBA. Facial injury, had to take it off there, so playing without it. James no look down court. Hachimura lost it. And now Collier ahead of the pack. Goes in for the easy lead at USC last year. Bronny out tonight. Goodwin in the lane with a push shot.
Hear that? Bronny James is not even playing in this game, and they're talking about Bronny. Like, when do you ever hear a commentator just randomly talk about the G League player?
He's willing. He's been a much better
Bronny James is probably not even the best player on the Lakers G League
defender than he was early on in his career. Three ball from Hachimura is good to beat the shot clock buzzer.
They're playing the long game right now for sure. A lot of picks over the next 7 years. 11 first-round picks in the next 7 years. This is the option they're going to take, and Will Hardy could be the guy to lead it.
Luka.
So Doncic does the Dirk with Dirk in attendance after LeBron just did it. Now on the switch, Doncic fires to Finney-Smith. They were teammates for a few years in Dallas. Hachimura driving and Finney blocks.
Well, certainly Luka didn't have that luxury in Dallas at any time, and now they can play off each other. You see Luka again with a nice burst on the receive, getting to the other side of the rim.
It was packed about an hour before the game. Everybody watching Luka warm up. James.
Even though LeBron just turned it over, see that speed he has at 40 years old? That's crazy.
Has it knocked away by Collins. Marketing in transition. Lobs it up there
nice
for Kessler.
lob.
Last time they were 13 over 500 was 2021. 4 years since they were this good, as James trying to get out on Clarkson gives up a three.
Luka Doncic is going to feel a little bit playing alongside a presence like LeBron.
Markkanen's three, not there. Doncic fires down court to James in stride. It rolls around.
Ooh, Luka and LeBron duo coming into play.
No one trying to be deferential out here, Dave. Everyone's trying to get their own game going.
And there were so many people as Doncic throws another lob to Jackson Hayes. Missed the first.
That's gonna help Jackson Hayes' game with Luka Doncic. Like remember, Luka Doncic is gonna probably be giving him the ball a lot too. So right now it's 74-47. The Lakers with the
3 games that since the trade from the Mavs to the Lakers due to that cap injury, on a minutes restriction, so to speak, going to play about 30 minutes tonight. Another dunk from Hayes. That time a lob by LeBron. There were reports that even though the Jazz were part of the trade, that they actually didn't know the pieces that were involved in terms of the big names as Doncic scores and one. They've been in the play in the last 2 years, but they're 4 games removed from that right now.
Getting destroyed.
Collier, nice speed, and the slam from Kessler.
Will Hardy was really pleased with.
Doncic couldn't make that as he was falling towards the baseline. Trying to finish through contact. Pull-up three from
Jordan Clarkson.
And then out of the All-Star break, the Lakers will take on the Hornets. They're at 31-19 right now. James for 3. LeBron James with 16 points. Second foul on Isaiah Collier. Doncic finds James. Hachimura corner 3. It's good. Hachimura with his second 3. Lakers trying to win their 6th straight, 10 out of 11. Air ball from Clarkson.
Air ball.
Doncic quickly ahead, but the deflection, it still gets to LeBron. Downhill, scoop and score with the left.
Lakers extend it back out to 31.
Factor. Every night that you watched him, and then in addition, everything he was doing in the community. No wonder why people in Dallas are hurting over losing a star player that seemingly was just getting ready.
All the talk there is they felt they could make a run at an NBA title this year, and that's why they made the deal. As
Markkanen taking himself. Usually, Lauri Markkanen just goes for the 3-point shot, but he took it himself for the dunk.
He doesn't have to worry as much about setting the table for other people at that point. That's going to be fascinating. He never had that luxury in Dallas.
Good job on the glass that time by Kessler.
Ball handlers setting screens for each other to get switches where they can just attack.
And that's your...
Rui Hachimura is knocking these threes down today.
5-man right now, Rui Hachimura.
And I think you'll see a lot of that out of the Lakers, particularly since they didn't get an additional center at the deadline. You're going to see Jackson Hayes starting, but you're going to see this smaller lineup, I think, gives them defensive capability up the floor with size, which is not something they really have if Jared Vanderbilt's not available to them.
Right, you think of the line as James drills a 3. Vanderbilt. Collins tried to finish there and couldn't. He's still down. Gets helped up from an official. Hayes in transition. Catches another alley-oop and dunks it. And playing only about a minute here in the 4th. Check in with George.
Dave.
3 guys, that have another year in their contract that will free up potentially $70 million of cap space. I mentioned earlier all of the first-round picks that they have.
3 of 28 from 3. Around 35% this year. Steal by Reeves. Fakes the lob and takes it himself for the layup.
And the shooting was really what wasn't there.
I thought that was going to be a travel, but that was a nice fake by Austin Reeves.
1 for 7 from 3, or he has a much bigger offensive night as Austin Reeves. Shows you a little what he's got. On the opposite side, for one of those two guys, that is really where this can become very difficult to defend. The more they find that rhythm, and then you mix Austin Reeves into that as well when he's out there.
In this game to go with 7 rebounds in 17 minutes. He was a player that J.J. Redick kept mentioning. We were talking in pregame about the rotation.
Running through the Western Conference the way they're currently constructed than they were before the trade. Because that's the impact.
Oh my God, who's this big guy on the Lakers? Number 88.
What about if Dallas is healthy? And we don't know that. A historic night here in Los Angeles. Immediately, just because of the name and what Luka Doncic has done already. He immediately joins the pantheon of great Lakers. And it feels like
the Lakers win on Luka Doncic's debut, 132-113 over the Utah Jazz. Like I said earlier, 132-113 final score. Everything went the leaders for the team. So on the Utah Jazz, Collier with 13 points and 10 assists. Not bad. The turnovers, as you can see, some guys turned the ball over quite a few times. Walker Kessler did a normal Walker Kessler thing, but I would say 13. I thought he was going to get more blocks in this game, to be honest, but he didn't. Jordan Clarkson, 16 points and 4 assists. He was 6 for 15 from the field and 3 for 10 from 3. So that's not good. John Collins, the former Atlanta Hawk, with 17 points and 11 rebounds. He did have 5 turnovers. However, that was not good. He shot 5 for 10 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. So basically 50% the whole game. Lauri Markkanen, it looked like a lot of shots. Like if you watch the full game, that he was cold from running a lot of shots. 17 points in the ball game. He was 8 for 18 from the field, 1 for 8 from 3. Yeah, he was really just cold from 3. He did not do good. And these guys like Harkless only played 2 minutes. Did nothing off the bench. These are just bench players. Kyle Filipowski with 9 points in 9 minutes, and they also had 2 steals, which is good. And just that's the rest of the bench. Keontae George, 11 points, 8 assists, 5 turnovers. Not a good game for Keontae George. Juzang, 14 points in the game. This is a young Utah Jazz team, guys. This is a young coach, too. The management just wants to hang on to all these Utah players. They don't seem like they want to give up any players and try to build this team very well, it seems like. But we'll see what happens for this team. Lakers. So LeBron James had 24 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. He had 7 turnovers in the game. So close to a quadruple-double. I'm just kidding. He was 10 for 17 from the field, which is actually really good. 3 for 7 from the three-point line. Jackson Hayes, 12 points. Seems like he had a lot more in the game. He, as you can see, 6 for 6 from the field. 3 steals. Luka Doncic, on his debut, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and just 23 minutes of playing time. So Yeah, not the greatest performance, but he just got back from injury. So 5 for 14 from the field, 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. Rui Hachimura 21, Reeves 22, 9 and 4 on the night. Reeves was probably the player of the game. He played phenomenal, had the most on the plus points, on plus/minus. It was plus 27, 6 for 10 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3. And the bench, not much from the bench outside of Gabe Vincent and Jordan Goodwin. But, yeah, that's how it went this game. Lakers get the W. Unfortunately, I wanted Utah to ruin the Luka Doncic debut, but that was your final score. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.